Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln 1-cent coins, those tiny pieces of copper that could turn ordinary people into overnight millionaires. From the rare 1980D to the mysterious 1984D, the valuable 1987D, the shining 1995D, and even the stunning 2001D, each of these pennies hides a secret worth millions of dollars in today's collector market. So before you spend that 1 cent, stop and look closer, because the coin sitting in your change jar right now might just hold the power to change your fortune forever. Stay with me till the end. You won't believe what these pennies are really worth. The first up, in a world where fortunes are made in seconds, sometimes it's not gold or diamonds that bring unimaginable wealth. It's a humble copper penny. The 1984 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin might look ordinary, something you've seen 1,000 times before. But hidden among millions of these coins lies one so rare, so extraordinary, that it has the power to rewrite your destiny overnight. This isn't just a coin. It's a time capsule of American history, a symbol of Lincoln's enduring legacy, and a potential million-dollar key that could unlock life-changing wealth for its lucky finder. The story of the 1984 D. Lincoln cent begins in the Denver Mint, the D mark that quietly whispers its place of origin beneath Lincoln's portrait. These coins were struck in an era when the U.S. was transitioning through technological shifts and new minting techniques. Yet every so often mistakes, misstrikes, and anomalies occurred. And those tiny errors, invisible to the untrained eye, are exactly what transformed a simple 1-cent coin into something collectors dream about. When such a coin surfaces, it's not just worth a few dollars. It's worth millions, because rarity fuels desire and desire fuels value. Imagine this. You pick up an old penny from your change jar. The year reads 1984, and right beneath Lincoln's calm gaze, you notice something slightly different. Perhaps it's a double die, a faint shadow doubling Lincoln's ear, or the letters of liberty. Maybe it's a deep minting flaw that makes the coin completely unique. That's when your heart skips a beat. Because what you're holding isn't just money, it's a one-of-kind masterpiece of minting mystery. Collectors around the world would line up, bidding the thousands, even millions, for a coin that defies normality. Now, picture this coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, its copper surface glowing like it was just struck yesterday. No scratches, no fingerprints, no marks of time. Under bright light, its reddish luster radiates warmth, and every tiny detail of Lincoln's face stands bold and proud. A coin like this isn't just beautiful, it's museum-worthy. And when combined with a rare error, it transforms from pocket change into a fortune-bearing artifact. Experts have said that certain flawless 1984 D cents could bring more than luxury cars or even houses if the right buyer steps forward. But why is this coin so powerful? Because rarity is like magic in the coin world. Out of billions of coins minted, only a handful carry the mark of uniqueness, a doubled ear, a misaligned die, a striking flaw that sets it apart from all others. That single difference can multiply its value 1,000 times over. A coin that cost a cent to make can now command life-changing offers. As passionate collectors see it not just as a coin, but as a piece of American art, a historical accident turned treasure. There are stories whispered in the collectors' community of people finding these coins in old jars, dusty drawers, or forgotten piggy banks. Ordinary individuals who suddenly discovered that the penny they almost spent at the grocery store could pay for a mansion. These real-life tales add fuel to the legend of the 1984 D. Lincoln cent, making it one of the most hunted coins in the United States. It's a story of luck, patience, and the thrilling thought that hidden wealth might be sitting in your very pocket. Every coin carries the spirit of its era, and the 1984 D. Lincoln penny is no exception. It represents the hard-working American, the one who believes in small beginnings leading to big dreams. From copper to zinc transitions, from machine press to human error, each coin tells a story of how something simple can become extraordinary. And just like Abraham Lincoln himself, a man who rose from humble roots to become one of history's greatest leaders, this little coin too reminds us that greatness can be found in the smallest places. Collectors call it the dream coin, not only because of its potential monetary worth, but because it captures the imagination. Holding one feels like touching a secret piece of America's past, an object that has traveled through decades, surviving countless exchanges, carrying whispers of time. The 1984 D. Lincoln 1 cent has proven that value isn't just about metal. It's about mystery, story, and significance. That's what makes this coin truly priceless. Its ability to connect history, chance, and destiny in a single piece of copper. So, if you ever find a 1984 D. Lincoln penny, don't rush to spend it. Take a moment, hold it to the light, examine it carefully, because it might not just be worth a cent. It might be worth a lifetime of dreams. It might be the coin that turns your ordinary day into a moment of magic, the kind of discovery that makes you whisper, "This is it." The coin that could change your fortune overnight. Because in a world of rare coins, every cent has a story. And this one might just be the story that makes you a millionaire. The second up, every legend begins with something ordinary, something so common that the world barely notices it. But sometimes, the most ordinary thing can hold the most extraordinary fortune. Such is the story of the 1999 Georgia 1788 state $quarter coin, one of the most talked about, mysterious, and potentially priceless coins ever minted in modern U.S. history. This little piece of metal, born from a U.S. Mint state quarter program, carries not only the pride of the state of Georgia, but also the potential to turn an average collector into a millionaire overnight. Hidden among billions, a few rare versions of this coin have reached astronomical values that even seasoned collectors find unbelievable. When the U.S. Mint introduced the state quarter series in 1999, America went into a collecting craze. Each coin represented a piece of the nation's soul, history, heritage, and honor stamped in silver-like brilliance. But among the first 5 states honored that year, Georgia's coin stood out like a shining diamond. On its reverse, it proudly displays the outline of the state, the famous Georgia peach, and branches of live oak leaves tied with a ribbon that bears the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation. Yet, behind that graceful design hides a secret. Some of these coins, through rare minting conditions or stunning perfection, became worth more than luxury cars, homes, even millions of dollars. What makes the Georgia State Quarter so valuable isn't just its design. It's a combination of history, rarity, and minting mystery. In 1999, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced hundreds of millions of these quarters. But in a twist of fate, a few of them were struck under extraordinary conditions. Deep mirror finishes, unique die clashes, or double die errors, giving birth to coins so rare they become legends. These are the kinds of coins that collectors dream of but rarely ever see. The kind that can transform an ordinary 25 cents into a 7-figure treasure. Imagine this. A coin you once held in your hand, spent on a cup of coffee, or found in pocket change could actually be worth a fortune today. Some rare Georgia quarters exhibit strong, crisp details, flawless luster, and mirror-like reflections, qualities reserved only for coins struck to perfection. Experts say that certain proof-like strikes and mint errors of the 1999 Georgia quarter have already sold privately for sums reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, and some unique pieces could be valued well into the millions if they ever reach public auction. It's the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into overnight legends. But the beauty of this coin runs deeper than its shine. The peach, the oak leaves, and the state motto aren't just decorations. They're symbols of Georgia's heart. They represent resilience, wisdom, and the balance between justice and moderation. And that's exactly what collectors feel when they hold one of these quarters. It's not just a coin. It's a story, a connection to American identity. Every time you see that peach on the coin surface, remember that it might just be hiding a secret fortune, a piece of history that time tried to bury but couldn't erase. The true treasures among Georgia quarters are often the ones with minting errors or unusual features. Coins struck slightly off-center, with doubled text, missing details, or even unusual color tones from planchet imperfections. These errors, rare and unintentional, make each coin unique, one of a kind. For collectors, these imperfections are perfection itself. A single Georgia quarter with such a flaw, especially in uncirculated mint condition, can sell for tens of thousands of dollars or more in today's high-stakes coin market. The rarity of such pieces has made the 1999 Georgia quarter one of the most hunted coins of the modern era. But the real magic lies in the unknown. Many of these rare coins may still be out there in circulation, tucked away in drawers, jars, and forgotten wallets. People across America handle them every day without realizing what they're holding. Maybe you've seen one. Maybe you've even spent one. But if you take the time to look closely, to hold that coin under the light, you might just spot a faint doubling of a letter, a shine that looks too perfect, or edges that seem different. That's how countless discoveries begin, with curiosity, patience, and a little belief that fortune can hide in plain sight. What's truly astonishing is how this small 25-cent piece has turned into a symbol of hope and discovery for coin hunters everywhere. The Georgia 1788 quarter teaches a lesson that even the smallest things can hold unimaginable value. Every collector dreams of that one find, that one coin that changes everything. For some, that dream came true with the Georgia quarter. For others, it's still out there waiting. Because history has proven again and again that what's rare doesn't stay hidden forever. It only waits for the right pair of eyes to recognize it. So the next time you pick up a quarter, take a closer look. If it's a 1999 Georgia 1788 state quarter, don't ignore it. Study the shine, feel the texture, and notice the mint mark. Who knows? That little coin could hold the power to change your fortune forever. In today's collector's market, a single rare Georgia quarter can bring life-changing wealth. Not because it's made of gold, but because it's made of history, passion, and destiny. So keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and your hope alive. Because one day, that ordinary coin in your palm might just be the key to your million-dollar moment. The third up, sometimes destiny hides itself in the smallest things, in the glint of a coin you almost overlook. The 2020 National Park Quarter, a part of America's remarkable America the Beautiful series, is one such hidden marvel. Born from the heart of the U.S. Mint, this little coin carries the story of nature, history, and unimaginable fortune. Among billions of coins released into circulation, a few extraordinary pieces shine brighter than all others. Coins so rare, so flawless, and so mysterious that they've been whispered about in collector circles as million-dollar miracles. The year 2020 was a chapter unlike any other in modern history. Uncertainty, change, and renewal filled the air. And yet, amidst that chaos, the Mint released a design celebrating America's natural beauty, a tribute to its national parks. The National Park Quarter wasn't just another piece of currency. It was a token of hope, representing the stillness of mountains, the power of rivers, and the freedom of open lands. But fate had a twist in store. Certain rare versions of this coin emerged, bearing minting errors or extraordinary perfection that turned this humble 25-cent piece into a collector's dream worth millions. At first glance, the 2020 National Park Quarter looks like any other quarter, George Washington's strong profile on the obverse, and the breathtaking depiction of a chosen park on the reverse. But hidden among ordinary strikes are those special few that defy explanation. Some were struck on experimental planchets. Some display deep mirror-like surfaces, while others show subtle doubling, misalignment, or unintentional design shifts. These minting miracles transformed a regular coin into a once-in-a-generation masterpiece, the kind that numismatists call million-class rarities. Collectors know that not all coins are created equal. The difference between a simple quarter and a life-changing treasure can be the tiniest imperfection or the purest strike. Imagine finding a 2020 National Park Quarter still blazing with mint luster, every ridge and letter sharp as crystal, or, better yet, an error coin where the image slightly overlaps, creating a ghostly second impression. Such a find could send the coin's value soaring beyond imagination. Some collectors whisper about private offers in the hundreds of thousands, and a few believe that the rarest examples could easily touch million-dollar territory in the modern market. But value alone doesn't make this coin extraordinary. Its soul does. The 2020 National Park Quarter carries the essence of America's wild heart, engraved forever in metal. Every curve of the mountain, every ripple of the river, every symbol carved into that design tells a story of preservation, pride, and perseverance. Holding it feels like holding a fragment of nature itself. And for those who own one of the rarest variations, it's like grasping both beauty and destiny in the same hand. What makes these coins so sought after is their perfect balance of artistry and rarity. Some coins are preserved straight from the mint, untouched by human hands, sealed in brilliant, uncirculated condition. Others owe their worth to errors that escape quality control, a missing mint mark, a double die, a misaligned rim, or a coin struck on the wrong metal blank. To the untrained eye, these flaws might seem trivial, but to collectors they are the fingerprint of fate, signs that this coin is one in a billion, a physical key to unimaginable wealth. And perhaps the most fascinating part, many of these valuable national park quarters are still out there, hiding in pockets, drawers, and forgotten change jars. Every day, someone somewhere spends one without realizing what they've lost. That's what makes the thrill of coin hunting so electric. Each coin you touch could be the one that turns your life around. A simple glance under the light, a small magnifying lens, and a moment of curiosity could reveal the rare gem that collectors around the world dream of finding. In today's coin market, stories of sudden discovery travel fast. People who once laughed at the idea of lucky coins now see it happen. Average Americans finding quarters in circulation later valued at thousands or even millions because of their rarity and condition. And the 2020 National Park Quarter stands proudly among those legends. It reminds us that fortune often hides in plain sight, disguised as ordinary, waiting for eyes that truly see and hands that dare to believe. So the next time you come across a 2020 National Park Quarter, don't rush to spend it. Hold it up, look closer, feel its texture, and think about the stories it carries. Because one of these coins, perhaps the one you already have, could hold a value that defies logic and expectation. It could be your ticket to fortune, your silent companion that holds the power to rewrite your destiny overnight. Never underestimate the magic of a small coin, for within it may lie the greatest treasure you'll ever find, the one that can turn an ordinary life into an extraordinary legend. The fourth up, imagine holding in your hand a piece of history that doesn't just tell the story of a state, but hides the promise of fortune beyond imagination. The 2001 New York State $quarter coin, proudly marked with 1788, isn't just metal and design. It's a symbol of liberty, pride, and destiny. Minted to honor the Empire State, the gateway of America's dreams. This quarter has become one of the most desired and mysterious coins ever released. And among its billions, a few rare pieces shine like stars, worth millions in today's collector's market, transforming ordinary people into overnight millionaires. When the United States Mint released the New York quarter in 2001, it was more than just currency. It was a tribute to a state that represents ambition and triumph. The design shows the Statue of Liberty reaching upward, with the outline of New York and a line tracing the path of the Hudson River. It's a coin that embodies freedom itself. But little did the Mint know that within this grand design, a few coins would emerge carrying extraordinary errors, stunning mint conditions, and unexplainable rarity that would turn them into national treasures worth millions. At first glance, every 2001 New York quarter looks the same. But under the light, some reveal their secrets. Coins with double strikes, off-center minting, or missing details. Others were struck on experimental planchets, giving them a different color, texture, or luster. And then there are those that escape time, untouched, uncirculated, still gleaming with their original mint brilliance. These are the coins that make collectors' hearts race. Their perfection or imperfection defines their destiny, and their destiny is measured in millions of dollars. The magic of this coin isn't only in its design, it's in what it represents. The Statue of Liberty on this quarter is more than a figure. It's a symbol of hope and opportunity. And perhaps it's no coincidence that this very coin, minted at the dawn of a new century, became a symbol of fortune and luck for those who discovered its rarest forms. Some numismatists whisper that only a handful of the rarest New York quarters exist, each valued at astonishing prices: $500, $000, $1 million, even more, depending on their condition, strike, and rarity. What makes the New York 1788 quarter truly fascinating is how it bridges the story of the past with the promise of the future. The year 1788 marked the state's admission to the Union, while 2001 captured the spirit of a modern America standing tall through every storm. Owning this coin is like holding both eras at once, a connection between history and hope. And for those who possess the rarest variation, it's not just a collectible. It's a piece of destiny, glowing with both national pride and unimaginable worth. Collectors around the world continue to chase this coin, not just for profit, but for the thrill of discovery. The idea that a simple quarter, something you might find in your pocket or change jar, could secretly be worth millions is what makes coin hunting magical. The 2001 New York State Quarter reminds everyone that treasures aren't always buried in the ground. Sometimes they're waiting quietly in plain sight, disguised as everyday objects. And this realization has turned countless ordinary people into passionate coin hunters, dreamers, and believers. Condition is everything. A coin that's been protected from scratches, never spent, and perfectly struck by the mint becomes a shining jewel in the numismatic world. The Mint State 70, MS-70, versions of New York Quarter, flawless to the eye, have become legendary. But error coins, the ones that carry a touch of mystery, can fetch even higher values. A double die, a broad strike, or a wrong metal minting can raise a coin's price from cents to hundreds of thousands, even millions. Each one is a story written by accident and sealed in metal forever. Today's coin market thrives on rarity and story, and the New York 1788 Quarter has both in abundance. Imagine the excitement of finding a coin that not only represents one of America's greatest states, but also hides a fortune within its shine. For many collectors, it's not just about money, it's about connection. This coin connects you to the moment it was struck, to the artistry of its makers, and to the millions of hands it could have passed through before finding yours. It's a symbol of how luck, history, and value can merge into one breathtaking discovery. So, if you ever come across a 2001 New York State Quarter, don't just see it as loose change. Take a moment to admire it, to look closer, to wonder what secrets it might hold. Because that small coin could carry the power to change your fortune overnight. The power to turn your pocket change into a treasure chest. Never underestimate what's in your hand. Because one day, that simple quarter could make you not just richer, but part of the rare and beautiful story of America's most valuable coins. The fifth up. Sometimes, fortune doesn't arrive wrapped in gold or silver bars. Sometimes, it hides quietly in your pocket change. The 2021 D-State $quarter coin is one such miracle. Minted in Denver, this modern coin carries the spirit of history and the whisper of wealth that could change a person's life forever. At first glance, it looks ordinary, a small, shiny piece of metal worth just 25 cents. But beneath that ordinary surface lies the possibility of $1 million treasure, waiting to be recognized by the right eyes at the right time. 2021 was a year that marked the transition between the state and America, the beautiful quarter series. A time when the U.S. Mint crafted coins with precision, art, and symbolism. The Denver Mint's D mark on these quarters made them distinct. But it also gave birth to some of the rarest, most sought-after errors in mint condition seen in modern numismatics. Collectors across the nation now whisper about certain 2021 D quarters that display minting anomalies so rare they become legends. And it's those very pieces, the misprints, the die errors, the perfect mint states, that now sell for tens of thousands, even millions of dollars in collectors' market. What makes the 2021 D quarter so fascinating isn't just its rarity, but its timing. It was minted at the dawn of a new decade, a symbol of renewal for the nation, and the last breath of an iconic coinage era. Some coins came out flawless, struck sharply, edges crisp, gleaming with mirror-like brilliance. Others, however, bore unique birthmarks, double dies, broad strikes, off-center mintings, or missing designs. Each of these irregularities turned an ordinary quarter into a priceless piece of art. And in the world of coin collecting, such imperfections are not flaws, they're miracles. Collectors often say that the 2021 D quarter has a mysterious glow, not just from its metallic shine, but from its historical significance. It represents both an end and a beginning, the final echoes of the 50 state quarter program, and the stepping stone toward a new generation of coin designs. This transition makes it historically powerful, but the rare versions of it are what make it financially extraordinary. Imagine discovering one in your coin jar, dusting it off, and realizing that this humble piece could be worth more than a mansion, a sports car, or even a lifetime of salaries. That's the dream this coin carries. The beauty of coin collecting lies in surprise, that sudden heart-racing moment when you find something that others have overlooked. The 2021 D-State quarter embodies that thrill perfectly. Many of these coins were released into circulation before collectors could secure them, meaning thousands could still be hiding in drawers, purses, or rolls of unsearched quarters. And among them may rest the one, the ultra-rare minting masterpiece that can turn a person into a millionaire overnight. It's the kind of story that reminds us history's treasures aren't always buried deep. Sometimes they're resting in plain sight. Condition plays the most crucial role in determining a coin's fate. A 2021 D quarter that remains in pristine mint state 70 condition, untouched and perfectly preserved, can fetch staggering prices from passionate collectors. On the other hand, coins bearing rare mint errors, like a double die obverse or a misaligned strike, are often valued even higher. To collectors, these aren't mere defects. They are signatures of destiny, proof that nature and machine collaborated to create something one of a kind. That uniqueness transforms an everyday coin into a once-in-a-lifetime masterpiece. The modern coin market has seen unbelievable auctions in recent years. Ordinary people have walked into appraisal rooms with nothing more than a pocketful of coins and walked out with checks worth hundreds of thousands, even millions. And yes, among those stories of the 2021 D quarters, some discovered in ordinary places like coffee shops, parking lots, or change counters. It's a reminder that wealth often hides in the unnoticed corners of life. You don't need a metal detector or a treasure map. Sometimes, your fortune jingles softly in your own pocket. Beyond the financial lure, the 2021 D quarter carries emotional weight. It represents the American story, a tale of perseverance, pride, and hidden potential. Every detail on it, from the fine engravings to the United States of America inscription, whispers a message of freedom and legacy. And perhaps that's why collectors value it so deeply, because it reminds us that greatness doesn't always come from rarity alone, but from the story that the coin tells, a story of craftsmanship, change, and the endless chase for something extraordinary. So, before you spend that quarter, without looking closely, take a second glance. Because what you might think is just 25 cents could, in truth, be your ticket to unimaginable fortune. It could be the coin that changes your destiny overnight. The 2021 D quarter that shines brighter than gold itself. Hold it, study it, and never underestimate its power. For within that small circle of metal lies a symbol of hope, history, and hidden wealth. A reminder that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest treasures, waiting for the right person to discover their worth.